What's up, guys? Decided to do a quick live here with Wilson, chilling in the office. It's been a fun day. I got a couple of announcements. Also just wanted to catch up with everyone, have a little cup of coffee, get Java wasted together. Let's wait for everyone to kind of file in, hopefully on their lunch breaks or whatever. I figured I would try to time it for lunch break. For some of you, it's almost noon. So I have a fresh video dropping that's a little bit old. Admittedly, guys, I filmed it over a month ago. Valladolid, Chichen Itza, but I wanted to get that one up. I promised. Hey, what's up? Mike Morgan is here. Good to see you guys. I promised a subscriber who was going to Chichen Itza and Valladolid that I would try to get this video up. So I actually stayed up till after midnight last night editing. So guys, in just about 12 minutes, we've got a Chichen Itza Valladolid cenote adventure. And this was actually supposed to be a vacation trip for me, so I didn't film that much, but I still managed to put together a pretty nice 40-minute video jam-packed with funsies, adventures, and valuable information. What's up, Trevor? We got Alan, we got Ocean Simmons in the house, Kathy, everybody showing up, Stuart Claxton, Patrick Murphy, wow, the whole crew. Nice. All right, good group. So that's one announcement, guys. Another thing, the subscriber meetup at La Organica was a huge success. They asked me how many, hey, Matt Makers, what's up, brother? Thanks, my friend. Always supporting the channel, always showing love. So good to see you, my friend. All right, and we got Anson Ruiz in the house, Michael Smith, Destin, Florida, awesome. Guys, so the La Organica meetup was a huge success, not just for the community here within the channel, but also for La Organica. We gave them a huge boost. We gave Eric, the head chef over there, his moment, and a huge round of applause went out to him, and he was just all smiles. Wow, what a great event. They asked me, hey, Ropey, about how many people are gonna show up to this thing, and I was like, I don't know. Just be ready. And we filled the place completely full. Little by little, as people filed in, we formed this giant U with all the tables in the restaurant. And then the few tables that were left over ended up being filled by subscribers who showed up a little bit later in the event. So it was a lot of fun. Brent Neely in the house. What's up, my dude? Yeah, that was my hope, is that some of you guys would be able to catch this on the lunch breaks. Greg Schiffer here supporting the channel. What's up, my friend? Anthony Lopez in the house. Everybody's here. Pregnancy ball? Kathy in the house. Yeah, nice group. So guys, another thing, I wanted to announce the video that's coming out in about 10 minutes. For anyone who's interested in Valladolid, interested in Chichen Itza, cenotes, I thought I'd put together a video. Spoiler alert, I was hanging out with Sabrina, my friend from Germany who I met in Cozumel. And she was like, no, just be present, be on vacation with me. But I still filmed for you all enough to put together a sweet video. The highlight for me was these two cenotes that I had actually never been to and never heard of until we went there in September. And the cenotes, if you get there early enough, you have them to yourself. It's closest thing to heaven on earth, aside from maybe Bacalar, the lagoon at Bacalar, and El Cielo. Callie John in the house. Callie, John, I want to give you a big shout out because that's another big announcement I have, guys. I'm not going to be able to dive in the near term. I've got some health issues still with the sinus, and my other wisdom tooth has a massive hole in it. But I am moving into Phantom Suites, which is owned by the owner of Phantom Divers, and they have both. John has helped me set that up with Chino. And I still want to give a big plug to Phantom Divers, guys. Fantastic company, fantastic ownership. And John, thank you, my friend, once again for helping hook me up with Chino and get me into the building over there. I am moving into Sasilha, Phantom Suites. It's one of my big announcements. I could not be happier about that choice. The rooftop is beautiful. It's right near Playa Mamitas, Playa 38, so I can do those subscriber meetups a little easier. And then I can still get over to Playa 72, plenty easy enough for volleyball. But I'll use the Cocoa Beach entrance instead of Playa 72. Wilson! Czech Republic in the house, nice. We got Mark Moran in the house. How you doing, my friend? Anthony Lopez, La O has delicious food and love the pancakes. Yeah, it was a fantastic experience. I got the frutos rojos. We got Marcella. Hey, what's up, Marcella? How you doing? Everything good? So yeah, hopefully you guys are all having a great week. I wanted to just check in, have a little coffee with you all. Thank you for showing up here midday, random Tuesday live stream. It's fun. Tell me, what are you guys all up to this week? Any travel plans? Anything fun? Is it just work? Let me know in the comments. And as always, guys, if you can just double tap your screen to drop this a like, that helps the live streams reach more people. Thank you, my friend. Says, was blind, says, wow, you are very handsome. Well, I'm a little beat up, to be honest. Me and my buddy James Watt, were actually sparring the other night and doing some mixed martial arts and jiu-jitsu. But thank you, I'll take the compliment. I've got a couple little abrasions and wounds here, you know. But overall, take a licking and keep on ticking. So life is good. We got Eunice in the house, just arrived yesterday. Looking forward to checking out your recommendations. Awesome. I hope to see you over there at maybe Sabor de los Ortega, maybe Doña Paola, somewhere like that. Matt Moriarty in the house. He says, my son Patrick was able to meet you at La Organica. He had to go back to Miami. He said tons of people showed up for that. When is the next meet and greet? This is from Michelle in Minneapolis. Hey, so good to meet your son. Yeah, there was a lot of people there. The next one's actually on the 30th at Ceviche Corazon, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. There's going to be a DJ. So it's going to be a little more of a loud party vibe. Show up in your costume or face paint, you get a free shot. So I will be there for that. And then I actually have some travel plans. I've been wanting to go to a new country and do a little more exploring. I'm not leaving Playa for very long, so no worries there. But guys, I am going to head to Belize. Finally, I've had a subscriber say, hey, come down to Belize. I think I'm gonna go down there just for like a week and putter around, hit some of the Ks, do some snorkeling, and just drop out for about a week and come back to Playa refreshed and regrouped. And then we'll probably do mid-November or late November, we'll do something for Thanksgiving, US Thanksgiving that is. Canadian Thanksgiving has already passed. But we'll probably do like a potluck or a meet and greet at Playa Mamitas and just do a little takeover there and maybe everybody brings something. Somebody bring a Bluetooth speaker, somebody bring a cooler, somebody bring ice, somebody bring beer, white wine, etc., and just turn it into a party that should grow and grow and grow throughout the day. I'll announce that as soon as I have a date, but I'm thinking mid to late November we'll do a Playa Mamitas thing. Thank you, Sebastian. Thank you. Yeah, I will probably make at least 1 or 2 videos there in Belize, including how to get there. I think I'm going to take the ADO bus to Chetumal and then cross the border. I know other YouTubers like William Taudian have done that. I just watched William's recent video that said, end of my Mexico adventure. I have a feeling he'll be back. William's the man. Hopefully he's back in Playa at some point. But yeah, I think I'll just bus it down there. And see how long the trip is, see if I run into any hangups at the border. So one of the videos will just be getting from Playa to Belize. What's it really like? How long does it take? I think that's valuable information. If I run into any surprises, you guys will know. You'll be the first to know. Jill Ayers in the house. What's up, Jill? We got Blair in the house as well from Canada. We're flying out on the 30th, staying at the Wyndham Ultra. I'm sure I'll run into you then. Heading to the South Coast, Mike Morgan leaving London. Nice, good for you. Salem, Massachusetts this weekend for Anthony. Nice, that sounds fun. Ava, Sasha, how was the meeting on Friday? It was fantastic, Ava. Absolutely fantastic. yeah, if I had to guess, we had at least between 50 and 60 subscribers show up. And yeah, it was just a great time. We did, hey Tubu, what's up, my friend? Good to see you. Always leaving love, always commenting. Thank you, my friend, appreciate you. Yeah, the meetup it exceeded expectations. I don't have an RSVP set up. I have no idea how many people are gonna show up to these things, but it's getting to the point where these meetups are doing really, really big things for not only us here in the community, but for local businesses. La Organica, we're at the end of low season. It's been a struggle. It's no secret that a lot of businesses have gone under this low season. And so the idea with these meetups is not only we get to meet and hang out, but we're supporting and keeping these businesses strong and healthy. So it was a huge success in that regard. Yo, Squack in the house. Everybody's here, guys. What a group. Mark Moran says, first time traveling with our whole posse. All my kids are grown. 6 and 3 grandkids staying at the 5 in Playa. Carmen, should be interesting. Yeah, it's always an adventure when you got the grandkids, you got the whole crew. But this is what it's really all about, is surrounding yourself with family and friends and community. So good on you. Those are lifelong memories. I'm sure those kids will have forever. Amazing. Walt Magnato in the house. What's up, my dude? We got Ann Bailey praying for Jamaica right now. Yeah, Melissa, that's another thing I wanted to check in with you guys on, is that Melissa's been a little bit tough to predict, and she's going to do some damage in Jamaica, no doubt. So let's all definitely keep everyone there in our prayers. Hey, what's up, Virgil? Life is good. I mean, no complaints here. We got David in the house from Southern Cali. Yeah, I can't complain. It's been really chill lately. Life's good. As mentioned, my friends James, Watt, and Asami just got back into town. We had some fun on Sunday, maybe a little too much because Jim had to work remotely the next day, and that was brutal. But we had some pool time, just some barbecue chicken, just doing Sunday stuff. Lots of volleyball on Saturday, so that was good. I'm not Puerto Rican, Virgil. I am from the U.S., Portland, Oregon, born and raised. No soy puertorriqueño, pero hablo muy bien el español. Blair Milburn, how's the beach looking around the Wyndham? Last video I watched of yours, it didn't look too nice. Well, so the south of the Wyndham is brown, okay? You want to be north of that little jetty and near the Constituyentes Pier, and to the north of there, it's beautiful. But the brown seems to collect south of the Wyndham. So that's why in that video that started at the Vikingos Fit Club, where we're doing the ice bath, the water was looking brown. That's pretty typical for that area, unfortunately. And also, exercise caution when the water is brown like that. It seems to me that there's more stingrays. And I did see a stingray washed up on the beach there a few videos back. And also, guys, shout out Vikingos Fit Club. Each and every one of you gets 100 pesos off the ice bath. Thursday, 7:30 a.m. That's one of your best chances to meet me in person if you're wanting to meet and hang out. A lot of you are asking, when's the next meet and greet? But I'm trying to do the ice bath event every Thursday, 7:30 a.m. So you know where to find me. And then this coming Thursday, we also have the event at Ceviche Corazon, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. So whether you're a morning person or a night person, you get a chance to hang out, do the meet and greet. The ice bath is intense, though, you've been warned. You don't have to do the ice bath either. If you come, you can just get a green juice. You can get breakfast, coffee, and just hang out. Ice cold Chicago. Daniel T, what's up, my friend? Part of 10th Ave is still dug up, Squack. Yes, that's another one of the announcements I wanted to make, is that 10th Ave in front of Chedraui is still a mess. You can now park under Chedraui, but you have to enter on 34th. You cannot enter the parking on 10th. Yeah, that is surprising, Troy, for sure. Sometimes places sit vacant, sit empty for a while, and you have to wonder what the full story is. Yeah, my pleasure, Blair. Thank you, my friend. Ann Bailey in the house from Portland, Oregon also, but moved to Alaska. Portland got too wild for me. I hope it gets better soon. Yeah, you're not wrong. I actually filmed a few videos. I did one video May of 24 when I went to visit my dad. I did a video, 5 reasons I left Portland, and it was a controversial one. Some people were gonna hate on me, some people were in full agreement. I've done a number of videos post global health crisis there in Portland as well. What's it like in 2025 or 2024? Last time I was there. So my dad's actually from Skagway, Alaska. And so I love Alaska. I've been up there just one time, but really enjoyed my time up there with cousins, the whole family. I think that was the last time my entire extended family was all in one place, was in Skagway, Alaska. And we made a fun time out of it. That's where my grandparents got married during World War II. They were both in the Army. They were probably not supposed to do that, but they got away with it through some loophole. Randy in the house, appreciate all the videos. You're an inspiration. Hope to catch up again soon. Thanks, my friend. Always good to see you here, Randy. 3 degrees Celsius in Edmonton right now, says Todd. Wow, can't wait to be in the mine in 10 days. So guys, the new video just went public. We have basically a Chichen Itza Valladolid scooter adventure. I show you where to catch the Colectivo round trip for only 100 pesos. I show you my favorite lodging and how much I paid for that in Valladolid. I got a sweet room, bathtub, chandeliers, nice king bed, and the price was insane, guys. And they treat me so well over there, so I wanted to give them a shout out as well. Noemi in the house saying, Roperito, that's my new nickname apparently up in Monterey, right? Thanks, Marcella. Yeah, it's midday. I get it, no worries. She says she can't watch this video, the video much today. Have fun. We got Sophia. The love and respect you have for the community and local businesses is truly admirable. Thank you, Sophia. Yeah, so there was one guy who kept kind of commenting. I call him the accountability police or whatever, or the disclosure police, and he thought maybe I was being paid or compensated by these restaurants and businesses. That's absolutely not the case. I do have a company who wants to hire me as a publicist, and there is the competition right now going on in Playa as far as the social media ambassador for Playa. Those are things that, yeah, I could be compensated for, but when I work directly with these local businesses, it's because I like their food and I like them and they treat me well. I did have a little bit of an issue at Chela de Playa. We had the after party over there. After La Organica, we went over there and had some beers, and a couple of people hadn't yet paid their bill. And one of the guys was actually in the bathroom, and I had paid my bill. And then I was about to leave, and one of the servers there got into it with me and told me I needed to pay all the bills outstanding from my group. And we had a little issue. But still, nonetheless, I think Chela de Playa is a great place to have beers. And Doña Paola and these Sabor de los Ortega. Every now and then, they, out of the kindness of their heart, they might gift me some food. And I'm not gonna turn that down or say no. But there's never any money or handshakes or deals done on this stuff. So it is truly to support the community. Kev M says, in Playa, 15 to 27th of November, hopefully catch Mamita's takeover in that time. Yeah, it should happen within that time frame. Be a good little Thanksgiving type of thing. We got Martin White coming out for Christmas. Awesome. Raphael in the house says, thank you for all your fabulous work. Keeping us updated. My pleasure, Raphael. Anytime, Rafa. All right, David's just working away, but hey, it sounds like you're working toward your goal. You were saying, I think in one of the comments, living vicariously through you for now, hoping to make the move in a couple of years. 2 years goes by quick, especially when you're working hard, David. Keep it up, brother. Mike Silv, thank you, my friend. He says, you are 100% best ambassador for PDC. Patrick says, there is no competition. You're number one. Very sweet of you guys. Yeah, I guess the prize for that, if you want to call it a prize or the compensation, is like 150,000 pesos. So a little over 7.5 grand US. That's not chump change. And I think if I was to enter this thing and win, and I don't know what the current status is. Jill Ayers, thank you so much, sweetheart. She says, for your trip to Belize, Ropey, keep spreading great vibes. Thank you so much, Jill. Yeah, and I think if I was to win that 150,000 pesos, I would of course make sure that I'm understanding how it's taxed and cover my own tax liability on it. But other than that, it would probably go right back into multiple projects here, maybe something to do with the doggies, maybe setting up a foundation. Of course, there would be restaurants benefiting. And then maybe also help out with my friend's charity around Christmas. So I think the money would go right back into the community. I don't need the money as much as maybe some of the social media people here in Playa. I would just probably pay it forward for the most part. Michelle says, my husband and I went to Ictio. It was fantastic. Thanks for the recommendation. Yeah, I think I actually tried to come catch you guys. You left in the comments, I believe it was you guys, that you were down there. And I got on my bike and rode down, and Beto said that I missed you guys by like 15 minutes. I believe that was you guys. Stuart Claxton, peace out. Take it easy, my friend. We got Gold Rock. Yo, man, been looking at moving to Playa. Did a month this summer. How's safety right now staying south of the interstate? I think that everything's good safety-wise. I did notice some stuff, some kind of hate, some gringo hate written on one of the expat services signs. And I have that info coming in an upcoming video. It's unfortunate, but you know, and I'm seeing a pattern. That's kind of how things started in Mexico City, and then things escalated and got worse, and then it ended with riots and things like that. So we'll keep you all updated. Anthony, thank you, my friend. He says you're the best, dude. Keep it humble. You're number one. Deborah, love you as well. McClintock in the house. Gavin, hey, what's up? Rope, buenos dias, buenas tardes, mi amigo. Thawed out from the cold plunge yet? How long did you last in there for? That 2-minute mark feels like 2 hours. Yeah, they only leave you for 3 minutes, Gavin. And my temperature went from 36.7 Celsius down to 34.8. And so it was time to get out. Yeah, you can easily have some problems after 3 minutes. Just stay away from Michoacan, Jalisco. Yeah. Yeah, I won't be going over to Michoacan. Good point there, Mike. Even some of my local friends from Colima have told me that, hey, don't go over there right now. So that's a good update, Mike. Thank you so much for sharing that with the community. Dave at Gem State Realty says, keep winning, TheRopeMonster. Thanks, my friend. Appreciate you, Dave. We got Bangladesh in the house. Jahan Aranisha. I hope I'm saying that right. Thanks for being here. Profound Organics. We love the social. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. La Organica was a lot of fun. It seems like a lot of you subscribers connected and made what could be lasting, lifelong friendships. What's up with Tulum? So much news. Is that bad? Anthony, fill us in. What have you heard? Aside from real estate being overbuilt, Mike Morgan says Ropey for president. That would be something. That would really be something. Wow. Thank you, Mike. Love you, bro. If you're looking for a VP position, let me know. If you want to be the secretary of funsies, that could be up for grabs for you, Mike. I have a feeling that would be a good fit, brother. Gold Rock says, don't go to Tulum unless it's a day visit or tourist areas. What's going on there in Tulum? Can you fill us in, Gold Rock? Mike says, I'm in. Hey, Mark, what's up, my friend? I'm going to try to get that lobster from those guys down on 14th, actually, this Thursday when I go down there. But as far as a good lobster at a restaurant, I haven't really found that yet. I'm still looking. And I've still got the funds. I think you super thanks me. We're super chatted. And I've still got the money earmarked for lobster. So it's going to happen at some point. I'm also trying to put together the bar crawl video. You guys have overwhelmingly expressed interest in a bar crawl. And what I want to focus on the bar crawl is any 2-for-1 deals and any cheap beer deals. So I found one spot. It's got 2-for-1 margaritas for 120 pesos. That's on the list. We've got a place that has 39 peso beers for all of October, although October is almost done. It's still going to make it in the video. There's a place next to Mary's Kinky that seems to have good deals and has a ladies' night. So I'm trying to bring that info. I'm not too big on nightlife these days. I've been in bed lately at like 10 p.m. and kind of love that lifestyle. It keeps me fresh, but I'll do the bar crawl for you guys. Dave is coming back in February. We'll try to catch up then. Yeah, we'll definitely have a meetup in Feb. We got Jose. I would love to go to Playa del Carmen. Shout out from Arkansas. I love Arkansas. Haven't been through there in a long time, but I have been through there. Hey, Craig Vokey in the house says, doing well. Nice to see you doing lives. I love them best. Good to see you not getting hurricane. Yeah, Cat 5. That's no joke. I had a bad feeling about Melissa strengthening over open water, and it seems that that's worst case scenario is happening now. So let's keep Jamaica in our prayers, guys. So Gold Rock says Cancun and Tulum gotten pretty violent from the people I talked to. Yeah, we have to be careful, guys. Anthony says it's pretty empty. All the businesses are empty. The beach is like a ghost town from what I hear. Gold Rock says the anti-gringo sentiment is pretty strong. Not Mexico City strong, but way more than PDC. Yeah. And Mike says Tulum is a ghost town. Saw a video from Chacho Rivera and a lot of commercial places are for rent. Looked really dead. Squack, was that in Tulum or PDC? Because the same is happening here in PDC. There's a lot of businesses that have gone under and the locales are for rent. But yes, I'm noticing more anti-gringo sentiment as well. Even someone I recently did a video for, we had a conversation and he said, "You're president." And I said, look, I don't live there. I haven't lived in the US. I don't vote in the US. That's not my president, but I get what you're saying. He's the president of the country where I was born. That's about it. That would be like me telling him that you're president, Claudia, and he's like, oh, I didn't vote for her. And I'm like, there you go, bro. So let's all take a beat. Let's calm down. Chacho showed the Tulum ghost town. Maybe I'll have to go down there during the day and do that. Squack. Yeah, it's scary times for Mexico. A lot of things hang in the balance. And I can see the perspectives of the locals with rents going sky high, inflation running at 9% or whatever it is. It's not a good time. And you could certainly point the finger at a lot of at the gringos. If you really want someone to blame, you could do that. That would be the easy route. But if you take the high road, you have to look at politicians in Mexico as well. For example, Claudia did not, when she was governor of Mexico City, she didn't do anything to cap rent raises. She didn't limit short-term rentals. And a lot of the owners of those apartments who got greedy were Mexicans. They own the apartments. They raised the rents out of sight because they knew that they could get the rents from the gringos. So gringos partially to blame for sure. But look at your own politicians and then the greed of local property managers and owners. Then you have an equation for what happened in Mexico City. When I was in Mexico City, I had some unprovoked hate and aggression toward me. And I never did or said anything negative, really. I had some hand gestures made at me by people just driving by, and I was like, wow, okay. But that's just ignorance. Ignorance is everywhere. A TheRopeMonster certified birthday eatery suggestion, Profound Organics. If you really want to have a good time, I would go to Bendita Costilla. The wine is good. It's not overly expensive. The steak is fantastic. They've got good salads. It's a good environment, and more importantly, the people and service is excellent. A lot of people do birthdays at Costelao Prime. That's another option. That's it's a Brazilian steakhouse. Costelao Prime is right next to La Orgánica, so that's an option. But Bendita Costilla is a fantastic birthday option. My friend Jeremiah, who recently lost his drone, moment of silence for his drone, did his birthday in, June at Bendita Costilla, and that was a lot of fun. We had a really good time. Yeah, it's insane. Mike says Tulum must pay to enter public beaches. Yeah, that's actually, it shouldn't even be legal, but they're getting away with it. Yeah, Gold Rock and Mike, thank you guys so much for being the wealth of knowledge that you are. This is why we have the community. I can't possibly know everything. Nobody can know everything. Nobody can be everywhere at once. And that's the whole point of this community, is that we enlighten each other. Crystal says 31 more sleeps and we are there. Can we bring you anything from beautiful British Columbia? That's so sweet, Crystal. I think I'm a pretty happy guy here. I think I have everything I need, but thank you so much for thinking of me. Really definitely feeling the love. The place where Janet says, sorry to change the topic, but I forgot the name of the place where you bought your lamb chops. That place is called La Chuleta, Chuleta, La Chuleta. And wow, yeah, great option there for meat, for bones. Would you advise buying in Tulum Country Club in Akumal? I really couldn't tell you on that one, Dan. It's a great question. Hopefully someone in the community has a better answer for that. And yeah, Anthony, I agree about the politics. It's hard to avoid significant corruption, even the best of people. I just don't know that humans were meant to govern other humans, because we're all just human. And so it's always an ongoing problem since the beginning of time. Mike Silv says, TheRopeMonster, when traveling to Mexico City, just wear Mexican clothing. Yeah, for sure. Don't wear the backwards hat. Don't dress like a gringo. That definitely helps. Riley Simmons, hey man, could you or somebody in here help with, I don't know if I don't know if anyone in the community, I don't really understand the, yeah, Mike Silv, brother, no tank tops in Mexico City. Exactly. You wear a decent shirt, and that helps a lot. It goes a long ways. Bring your Mexico City wardrobe or replace and get some wardrobe when you get there. That's definitely fantastic advice. Couldn't agree more. Getting a little Java wasted over here. Oh, and speaking of Java wasted, shout out Jim Watt. James brought me a coffee grinder. So now I'm in the whole bean club. I get to buy whole beans and grind them fresh from Charlas or Kawa. So definitely doing that right. Two gringos on the Gulf, Jennifer and Daryl. The same thing's happening in Huatulco. Gringo realtors aren't helping either. Not all, but most are overcharging. Of all the places we have lived, Oaxaca had the highest rent. Wow, that is sad to hear, because just recently Oaxaca was still pretty reasonable. Rohan, those folks coming from British Columbia, bring him some size 13 slides. You know what I need more than slides, Rohan, is I love slides, but I need some Tevas. I lost my strap sandals on Playa car. They were strapped onto my waterproof bag, and they fell off, and I retraced my steps and I couldn't find them. So some size 13 Tevas would be fantastic, but it's really hard for me to ask too much from the community here, because you guys do so much for me already. My go-to place for non-tourist prices for massage. I have a guy who operates out of Colosio, 900 pesos for an hour and a half massage. Deep tissue, therapeutic. But honestly, Magic Hands north of CTM is like 600 pesos. That's not too bad for an hour massage. So sometimes I just go there. Geelong, great question. We got Andre, stay safe, buddy. I was thinking about moving to Mexico, but I would worry about the people getting violent and venting their frustration out on the gringos. Yeah. Mark Fournier says, don't speak Spanish. Will it matter much? Venture off fifth. It could, Mark. Some people, I recently had a subscriber from Scotland who was here, and someone who knew them commented that he won't be coming back. He was very disheartened by the lack of people speaking English. I would say to that we are in Mexico, and we should at least try to learn the basics. It's not the most difficult language in the world. But if you go too far off of fifth, like say up to 30th, yeah, you're gonna run into or the other side of the highway as well, Plaza Las Americas. You're going to find English speakers here and there who can help fill in the gaps, but it's not, once you're off of Fifth, especially the tourist area, it's anyone's game. It's anyone's guess if you're going to find English speakers or not. Guys, one reason I'm moving to Sa Silha is that the aggression, the things that I've seen toward gringos are actually kind of more, I'm seeing on the signage and stuff, it's actually north of CTM. And I used to feel pretty safe walking home on Fifth Avenue north of CTM, but when you combine the delinquency, the desperation of low season, and then the sentiment toward gringos kind of dropping off, you never know. You could have a group of 4 or 5 guys just decide, hey, there's a gringo. Let's teach him a lesson. So you don't know. And a lot of times the north part of Fifth Ave, north of CTM, is not very well lit. The street lights can be out. Right now I'm just taking in drives for the most part. But when I am walking home, sometimes at 10 or 11 at night, I've seen some pretty kind of questionable situations, mostly due to alcoholism and people sleeping on the street and desperation from low season. But I was riding my bicycle on Fifth the other night. Well, not the other night, it was like over a month ago. And some guy, he was drunk and he just looked angry and he just ran at me. And luckily I just kind of accelerated, but he lunged at me. And I was like, where did that come from? So a fresh new Speedo. I have a feeling I can get plenty of Speedos here, Anthony, but thank you for thinking of my Speedo needs. Hurricane in Jamaica is historical. Been watching live all morning. Yeah, Godspeed, Jamaica. All right, enjoy the pool. 2 gringos on the Gulf, guys. Enjoy the pool. Happily living in Mexico. Live your best life. Put on your party shirt, Stacy. Yeah, this one is a favorite of mine. I bought this in Jalisco, and it says "Cam to Party," C-A-M. It's a misprint, and I love a good misprint. I cam to party. We've got India in the house. Where was home before Playa? Tim, I lived in Ecuador before coming here. I was in Cuenca, and things actually got pretty destabilized and dangerous in Cuenca. We got Sofia. We got Gold Rock. Is there U.S. intervention activity in PDC like the U.S. ops going on across Mexico? Haven't seen any of that yet here in Playa, guys. I'll keep you posted. That would be very big news. If you ever go to Jalisco, go to Los Altos de Jalisco. It's the whitest German Mexicans live there. Yeah, it's true. My Spanish is good enough that I can actually say I'm from Los Altos de Jalisco. With the green eyes. Some people actually believe that. I say it kind of as a joke, but people believe it if I am convincing enough. Yeah, so 2 gringos on the Gulf saying not for all of Oaxaca, but Huatulco and Oaxaca City, the prices have gone up. I could believe that. I know Oaxaca City was getting gentrified, as far back as pre-pandemic, so... Yeah, Mark, I wish I had better news for you there. Just, I have a feeling that if you really put your mind to it, you'll pick up the basics pretty quick on what you need as far as getting around, directions, and just being respectful. Always start the conversation with a greeting. Don't just go right into a question. Oye, te hago una pregunta. No. Hola, buenas tardes. ¿Cómo está? Permíteme una pregunta. Te hago una pregunta. And guys, type in the comments Spanish lessons, Spanish basics. If you want me to do a Spanish series, I'd be happy to help you guys learn some very useful stuff, some tips and tricks. This will never be a dedicated language learning channel, but I think that there are some shortcuts. I'm actually helping my yoga teacher right now, Ina, who was at the meetup at La Organica. I'm helping her with some tricks, just some very basic stuff, but I'd be happy to make some videos for you all on learning Spanish if you're into it. Yeah, Mike has a good point there. He says, unfortunately, Trump versus immigrant issues are hurting the awesome, loving gringos. Yeah, a lot of us are respectful. We speak the language. We know the history. I know a lot of Mexican history. But it doesn't matter when we have a megalomaniac, kind of disrupting that whole thing. So Fifth Street vendors have a group chat and conveyed it. I was honestly definitely identified and just put in a group chat when I was there. Fifth Street vendors have a group chat and conveyed it. Wow, okay, interesting. Yeah, you got to be careful. We got Brandon, what's up? He says, I get notification whenever the word Speedo comes up on a Ropey Live. What did I miss? Yeah, you guys are all, hey, Timmy, what's up, Timmy? Good to see you, brother. Yeah, no, someone in the comments was wondering what they could bring me down from Edmonton, and I said I had everything I need, and then someone here in the chat suggested they bring me a fresh Speedo. And I was like, I could probably find Speedos here. But yeah, we have now updated you. You're filled in, Brandon. Awesome, David. Looking forward to having you as a neighbor. Oh, for sure, Marcy. I can see that point too. Marcy Stoddard says, I really didn't enjoy my time in Playa. Sadly, there's so much more to Mexico, actual culture. 100%, Marcy. It's a huge country full of beautiful pueblos and cities too, architecture, museums. Playa is certainly not the end-all be-all here in Mexico. Kevin D says, hit the like button, subscribe, and support the host. Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, all it takes, guys, is to double tap that screen. And that will drop a like on the live and help me out immensely and help the community grow, more importantly. Mark says basics would be very cool. Spanish basics from Monique. So yeah, that'll give me some stuff to work on the rainy days, guys. It's just like we'll call it like an 8-minute Spanish lessons and see how that does. Awesome, Jalong. Good to hear it. Timmy always giving me love for tacos. Thank you, Timmy, my friend. Always good to see you here. He has gifted me many tacos over the existence of the channel, and I could not be more grateful. Food is love. Tacos are love. Alan, Spanish, yes, please. Okay, good. We have an abundant yes on the Spanish lessons. The way I teach it, guys, is I just focus on phonetics. And through the repetition of the phonetics, focusing on the vowels, then you actually become a speaker who's understood. A lot of people who go to university level Spanish get their nose in a textbook, and that would be like reading about lifting weights and expecting to get strong. You have to put in the reps. So I'll give you guys some good exercises in the upcoming Spanish videos. And I can also just include some of those lessons as bonus material at the end of each video, give you a new word. We all know chapuzon at this point, but yeah, there's a few ways I can work it in. So yeah, Mike, yeah, it's a real thing for sure. Timmy, thanks again, my friend. I will go out here shortly and grab some tacos. We got Randy McMacken in the house. Hi, TheRopeMonster. All your info is so interesting. We are heading down for 5 weeks starting end of January, staying in a great building very close to the city. Sure hope we pass you by. Yeah, I'm always over that way. I love that area very much. There's a lot of good stuff there. I've actually been going to the Soriana Mega instead of Chedraui lately, so I'm over in that area. Also, Sapori di Casa. William Tadin's lady friend Jenny is over there at Sapori di Casa, and I like to show them some love when I can. I might go buy some bread over there here shortly. Guys, so much love today. Jalong, thank you so much. Yeah, go get your massage. Treat yourself well. That's one of the benefits of Mexico is affordable and quality massages, affordable produce. These are things we all want to maximize. I might do a hot stone massage here at some point and see if I can get some of these spasms out of the back. Hey, thank you, Gold Rock. I really appreciate all the contributions to the conversation. Truly appreciate it. Yeah, Mike, we need to Geelong, thanks again, my friend. And Mark, a big thanks to you as well. He says, just to thank you for all you do. You guys are just really showing me a lot of love, and I appreciate it. Yeah, we need to really keep Jamaica in the focus. Please, guys, keep us posted. I'm focused on your comments. I'm focused on this live stream right now, but the moment I get off from here, I'm going to update and try to look at the situation in Jamaica and see the course of Melissa. But what a disaster. I thought we were going to make it through this hurricane season basically scot-free, but it does not look like that's going to be the case. So, okay, Kat says, hi, Rope. Yes, Spanish. I'm currently using Duolingo. Duolingo is a great tool, but I'll try to fill in some gaps. Yeah, I saw that today, David. Clorox price finally up today. I actually am looking at Kimberly Clark and selling some puts on Kimberly as well. I think it's a really good defensive position, not to change the subject to finance and investing, but I think Clorox is a good place to be. PepsiCo is a fantastic place to be, although the share price has already run up a little bit. And I think Kimberly Clark, we all know Huggies, Kleenex, so on and so forth. It's a very tough one to disrupt. And I think the valuation looks pretty good. Not financial advice, but I am certainly looking at the implied volatility on Kimberly Clark is up pretty high. And so I think it's worth looking at selling some puts if you have cash on hand. That's at least what I'm looking at doing in the coming days. Any type of downward movement on Kimberly Clark, I'll probably sell some puts on that. Yes, Profound Organics has lessons. Kathy says you should charge for the lessons. I used to actually, Kathy, that's how I used to support myself a little bit, was I would be a language tutor. And I also did some volunteering, quite a bit of volunteering in Jalisco, especially. But I'm not looking to charge directly. I'll probably make some money on the AdSense revenue if the videos get enough views. But it's just kind of something I want to do, because it does make the community just that much better, that much stronger when we all have some Spanish skills. TheRopeMonster's doing well. The wounds are healing up. I've been meaning to reach out to Ernesto. I might do that today. I have some documents and some things I need to print out, and a few things I need to do. Supply chain, data science, many blessings to Jamaica. Absolutely, Anthony. Let's keep them all in our prayers. Cat 5 is nothing to mess around with, especially, a lot of the buildings and infrastructure over there are not even up to par when it comes to a Cat 3 or Cat 4. So, it really does bring a tear, because right now in this moment when most of us are safe and sound, having our coffee and just living our best lives, some people are literally fighting for their lives right now as we speak. So, and that's true in a lot of parts of the world. So it's good to remember how lucky we are, guys. Kathy, so sweet, so sweet. Timmy sent a gift. I haven't seen this before. So Timmy sent latte, and I'm still trying to understand, but that's really cool. Speaking of coffee wasted or Java wasted, that's pretty sweet. I'll have to learn more about that, the gift system on here, but Timmy's always been progressive with that, and it brings a smile to my face for sure. Lord Shiva says, do Argentinians speak English at all? A lot of the Argentinian community here does not speak much English. Very little. Some of them have put in the work and learned it, though, for sure. So MN says, be there in December, learning basics from an old DVD set. Got about 25 words down. Hey, 25 words is better than nothing. Kimberly Clark, I didn't think you were a boomer. Tech rules over time. Mark, no, I'm not saying build your entire portfolio on consumer staples or Kimberly Clark or Clorox or something like that, but you are getting a nice dividend yield, and I think it's probably better than being in cash. That's just my opinion. I do have exposure to tech. I went heavy on Google during the tariff sell-off, so Yeah, I appreciate you sharing that, Mark. Thank you, my friend. Bring on salespeople in key US cities. I'm not rich or wealthy to startup. Awesome, Gold Rock. That's cool stuff. All right, guys. What a great live stream today. What a great live stream. I think, so guys, for anyone who wants to check out the latest video, Chichen Itza, Valladolid, it's just kind of a fun adventure video, but I did bring some good information on where to stay, where to rent scooters, the cost of getting 2-for-1 on these cenotes. There's a pretty cool place where you can go to 2 cenotes for the 1 entrance fee. So yeah, there's some good information there. And also it's just kind of a feel-good, fun video for anyone who wants a little break from the day. Is, hey, you want to go to Chichen Itza or Valladolid or cenotes and you can't, maybe you're in the office, that video is for you as well. But yeah, guys, I think I'll leave it there. I got to get going and do some important stuff today other than this beautiful, important live stream. And Gold Rock A, beautiful, ropey, Phantom apartments an option. Absolutely, Mike. I'm actually moving into Phantom Suites for at least a while. I really like the building. Phantom is an option. I did a short-term rental video, but they're going to have some long-term apartments available December going into January. So I did actually put the contact in that video on the short-term rentals there. And it's a great spot. The rooftop's beautiful. It's a cool place. And the ownership's great. They're actually doing some work right now, doing some soundproofing because there's a new karaoke bar there that's pretty loud. So you as well, Mark, and thanks for inspiring the upcoming Spanish videos. Hopefully you guys will get some value out of those. I think I'll keep them fairly short, kind of like the Duolingo lessons are only, 7, 8, 9 minutes. You do maybe 2 of those a day and you're at least getting in reps. So I will do those videos on the rainy days, try to get 1 or 2 of the Spanish videos up a month if I can do that. It'll be a nice addition to the channel. I can also bring on native speakers and have some fun with like Luigi and Julian and some of my native Spanish speaking friends as well. Sounds good, Renee. Thank you, my friend. Thank you to each and every one of you for being here. Denise, I have not met her, Denise. I don't think so, no. Sometimes I do meet other YouTubers and I don't know they're YouTubers unless they say it, because I'm not always on YouTube. Jill, have a great day as well. Jill, thank you so much. Always good to have you here. What a group today. I'm always a little bit blown away when there's other big stuff in the world going on and you guys still make it to the live streams. I know a lot of you are on your work break, on your lunch break. Also, we have big stuff happening right now with Melissa in Jamaica. And I think last live stream there was the Blue Jays Mariners game 7, there was Golden Knights game, and you guys were still here, so it really means the world to me. I got to go out, grab some food, do some adulting, buy some groceries, and print some documents and do all the adulting stuff. I will see you guys in the next one. Please do check out the new Chichen Itza Valladolid video. It means the world to me if you just pop in there and watch a little bit, put it on in the background, smash the like button for me. Really appreciate you guys. Please have a beautiful week and we'll talk soon. Hope to see you all on Thursday the 30th at Ceviche Corazon from 7 to 11. Just a little fun, maybe a Halloween costume, maybe a beer, maybe 1 shot. So I appreciate you guys so much. Much love, guys. See you in the next one. Blessings to everyone. Please stay safe. And yeah, TheRopeMonster out. Big hugs.